Class, now that we have planned the ads and your digital marketing strategies, we need to analyze them. We need to talk about analytics and how to check our ads to make sure that they are being effective the way that we want them to. Analytics is defined here. It's the process of measuring, collecting, analyzing, and reporting the behavior of consumers who are exposed to your digital marketing media so that we can understand and optimize our digital marketing strategies. Note that there are web analytics and digital marketing analytics, and these are different. We are not, in this class, we are not measuring activity on a website. We are measuring activity in interaction with our digital marketing ads. So we are studying only digital marketing analytics. What are we going to analyze? What do you want to analyze? You will look at what are your goals? What are the goals and objectives that you set back at the beginning of your plan? What are you trying to find out? One thing or a few things that you can look at. Which ads have higher or lower click-through rates, conversion rates, interactivity rates, bounce rates, and compare those to see why some have higher rates that are good or higher of the not so good rates such as bounce rate. If you're using social media or if you're analyzing social media, you might look at the highest number of likes or your most liked images for the month. Which ones are most popular? Your engagement scores, your follower growth, hopefully that will go up month to month or week to week. What are your 10 most engaged followers looking at? What's drawing them in? If you're looking at email or analyzing email, what are the conversions? What are the new versus returning users figures? What devices are they using? What are the unsubscribe rates? That's very important. What are you going to analyze as far as figures or trends? When you initially set your goals and objectives, you also set key performance indicators that had specific numbers. So in the beginning, you will want to compare that. Are the figures what you intended them to be? As time goes on, you can measure trends. Are these figures going up or down, monthly or weekly or daily? What is it that you're going to measure? How often are you going to measure it? And how do those figures change? You can focus on patterns once you have enough data, whether it's daily or weekly again. What are your patterns over time? Is there more activity on certain days of the week? Or perhaps certain weeks of the month, the beginning of the month as opposed to the middle of the month? Are there seasonal differences? Investigate anomalies. If your expected pattern changes suddenly, why did that happen? Is it something with an ad, something that you can control, or is it something in the external environment? Some of the tools that you can use for analytics, some of them are free, some of them you do have to pay a fee, but it's very important to use analytics to see what's happening. Google Analytics for mobile apps, Twitter, LinkedIn, Pinterest, YouTube, Facebook. These programs all have their own analytical tools that you can use. Again, some of these are free and some of them cost a little bit, but they're very much worth your return. All right, so what you're going to do for your final course project that you put together for the end of the course, as well as this discussion, you're going to discuss analytics and plan your analytics. So in the discussion that I am posting, and this will prepare you for your final course project, for this part of your final course project, you will describe at least 2 channels that you're going to use. You've already planned this. You will describe what your goal is. What are you trying to accomplish with each of the 2 types of ads? And this you've also already set. What will you measure? What do you need to know? What was the KPI you set when you planned your goal objective that this particular ad is supporting? And then if the results of your analytics are not as good as you needed or as good as you wanted it to be, what will you do? Were your original figures not quite realistic? Or if they were and your figures are not as high as you want them to be, what might you do? What can you change? And then analyze again to see if the change gives you better results. So keep in mind, as we have talked along, that digital marketing changes quickly. Digital marketing efforts change quickly. They're iterative. You check them very, very often, usually daily. It is not something that you put in place and leave for a period of time. You will check it. You will check your analytics. You will change what isn't working. What is working, you will build on and design around it. And this will help you make your digital marketing campaign as effective as you need for it to be.